So, this isn't necessarily a video I wanted to do, but it's been on my mind. I've been thinking about it, and might as well just, we'll get to it. So, a few days ago, my best friend's family member was killed on their motorcycle. Here in Idaho, the snow has been real bad, and it had just kind of cleared up enough to where the roads were dry for the most part. And Idaho has put the salt and the sand down on the road and stuff. And this guy was a prolific motorcyclist. I mean, he'd ridden his whole life, and he was just coming back home. Got on a straightaway. I guess got going pretty good. Started fishtailing, high-sided it. It threw him. He had his helmet on, but didn't take the time to buckle it down. And he hit his head. The helmet came off. He flipped a couple more times and hit his head again. And then him and the bike slid under a car that was parked on the side of the road. And some people that saw him crash pulled over and tried to get help. He wasn't responsive, so they got the ambulance and they rushed him up to the medical center. And he had severe brain injury. So his brain swelled up. I think the first reading they got was at like 35%. And they waited a while and it swelled up to 55%. Both of his eyes went completely black. And his face was just purple, just been through the ringer. And they were working on him, trying to get everything back together, contacting the family. My friend called me yesterday, the day before yesterday, and had me drive down to the high school to pick up his son from school, to bring him back to the house, break him in on the news that his old man had been in a serious motorcycle accident. And he's 16, 17 years old. We had already known the severity of it a little bit more than he had known. And the whole time back from the high school back to the house, he was there in the back seat just saying, "Oh, my dad's been through a lot worse. He's a really good motorcyclist, and this is just another one of his things." And neither me or my friend had the nerve to tell him, "No, dude, this ain't like that." So they monitored him. They had the neurologist or whatever come in and scan his brain again, and it had swollen up a little more. And then they told the family, well, we can cut the skull to alleviate the pressure on the brain, but there's no activity. There's inactivity in the brain, and regardless of what happens, he's not going to be good at all at it. Well, yesterday, his heart had finally given out, and so he passed. And it's kind of hard to think about. We all ride. We all know that we're tempting fate. We all kind of look for it, expect it, and try to do the best on it, no matter how good of a rider you are. But I guess death all has a number for us, and it's icy fingers always reaching out. He used to say all the time, that if we only get one lap You only get one lap around this track of life. And he always wanted to cross that finish line in a fiery blaze. And around, he would always be talking about how if he did cross that line, he'd rather have a motorcycle between his legs. And buckle up your helmet. And even then, we're defying gravity. So my condolences to the family. And everybody stay safe. Keep the chrome side up, shiny side up, rubber side down.